Hi everybody, it's Kevin Brace CPP coming at you one more time with another in my series of videos about the various study methods that I used to successfully pass ASIS International's Certified Protection Professional exam. In previous videos I've talked about the virtual study group that I was part of, the study guide that came with it, and the CPP practice test, as well as some other things. But today we're going to talk about the flashcards that are available to you. This was another purchase that I made for another $150, and they were the last things that I bought. The first thing I bought was the virtual study group. Then I got the practice test, and then finally I bought the cards. So the cards are. I was a little intimidated when I first got them. So when you buy them and you start going through them, and they ask you a question, and then you click to get the answer, and it's this long, drawn-out definition, or it's this list of 7 things, 3 of which you knew off the top of your head, but you would never have gotten the other 4. Don't worry about it. There is no part of that exam that required you to be able to recite answers like that. And what that means is rote memorization is not going to get you through this test. If I haven't already said that, it's important that you understand the concepts, and that's where the experience that they require you to have before you take this test really comes in. So don't look at the cards and say, geez, I would have failed that test. Don't look at it like a test, is what I'm saying. It's good material, it's good review material to keep kind of drilling it into your head, go over and over and over them. And sooner or later, you're going to know, it'll start sinking in. And then when you take the test, you'll be able to reason out the answers. And that's what I did, and I think that's what they intend you to do. They want to know what you would do. They'll give you a scenario of some sort in many cases, and you've got 4 choices of what to do, A, B, C, and D on the exam. And if you'll get those three sources, I think you'll be fine. A couple of notable things about the cards. What I noticed was that when I bought them from ASIS, instead of directing me to a web page within their website, it redirected me to a third party called Brainscape.com. That worried me a little bit because I don't like using outside sources to study for these exams with ASIS. So I was a little bit concerned about that, but it turns out that ASIS apparently has some relationship with Brainscape to make these cards. They make flashcards for other things. It's not that I'm just do it for ASIS. So it's okay to trust what they're giving you, because each answer on each card that I saw had a source of where they got the information, and it would tell you that it came from, POA, physical security, section such and so, page such and so. Take exactly where it came from. I did notice how another thing that kind of worried me was the references to the answers on the flashcards also referenced a variety of standards and guidelines that are separate from the Protection of Assets Manual. I was under the impression that the only place that ASIS was going to source test material was from the 1,000+ page volume of the POA. That's not true. They're sourcing the standards and guidelines, which, if you are an ASIS International member, you can download for free. Unlike the POA, that's a lot of money. So my recommendation, in addition to, if you're a member, in addition to the study manual, flashcards, and the practice test, download those standards too. What the standards do is they take a variety of topics that are found within the protection of assets, at least based as far as I can tell, and they do a much deeper dive. You know, like for instance, there's in the personnel section of the POA, there's discussion about workplace violence. But separately, there's a workplace violence protection or a prevention and intervention standard that goes way deeper than the POA does. So that would be a great source of study material on top of the other three if you don't want to get the POA. So yeah, I think if you got the background in the security world that they require and you study those at least as much as I did, you're not going to have any trouble passing it, because if I passed it, there's hope for anybody. That's all I got to say. And I wish you well in your test. Good luck. If there's anything that you think I should have covered in any of these videos, if there's any questions about the flashcards that I haven't covered here, put it in the comments. I'll get back to you. I don't always get back right away, but I'll get you an answer. So far as I can tell, I've responded to every inquiry that I've had, every comment, because they're not overwhelming like some videos. I don't have a huge audience. I got 54 subscribers. So you guys feel free to reach out to me if there's anything I can do to help. I'm happy to do it. And that's all I have. Take care.